You know, I was gonna do a cute little intro like I usually do, but I've actually recorded this video more than once, so I'm really mad right now. So, no funny skit. What the hell was that? Teasers aside, welcome to Weeaboo Wednesday. Weeaboo Wednesday is of course my weekly anime news roundup, as well as video gaming and Japanese related stuff, a lot of nerd stuff, but you already knew that, so let's dig in. If you're into the Fate series at all, you'll understand that the Einsburn family is actually host to a giant castle. They live in this huge castle deep in the mountains. It's always usually snowy there, but regardless, this is where Ilya, the best character in the Fate series, lives, and it's actually based on a real castle. Chateau de Brissac? I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but that's the name of the actual castle, and you can stay there or visit it. Recently, a Japanese Twitter user decided to post his experience there, having spent some time at the castle and actually saying it was a really great time. The people were very accommodating, they allowed him to take cosplay photos as well as even like drone shots of the building. It all looks pretty similar too, which is interesting because it's a nice match. Now, if you're wondering how much it would cost, well, that's the fun part. It's over $400 a night to stay there, so you may very well just want to go and tour the place for $10 during the day. Still, this is cool. I like seeing history involved with anime and having that mesh together. It's always nice. Nissin is a company that makes food products, of which one thing it makes is ramen. So yeah, there's that. But additionally, they made this new product where they actually decided to make an advertisement that was this crazy anime battle between tuna and chicken. And it's incredibly over the top. It's really crazy. They got these really good anime voice actors to do the voices for it. It's super, super excessive. The product is called like Chicken Sea Chicken or Chicken X Sea Chicken. Essentially, it's like some sort of flavor enhancement, I guess, for maybe chicken salad and tuna salad, stuff like that. It's just like some weird stock that you put in your food, I think. Either way, the anime ad's pretty crazy. That better be some damn good chicken salad. As we know, Mobile Suit Gundam turned 40 years old this year, and there's lots of ways for them to celebrate that. One way of celebrating is to release this new promotional anime, which is called Mobile Suit Gundam G40, which essentially coincides with a model kit release of the G40 Gundam, which is actually a revamped version of RX-78. It would seem that this series is going to involve that Gundam, and it looks to be CG from the previews that we've seen, and we don't actually have the promotional video, and there really hasn't been much released yet, but evidently it's coming out this year. Look forward to it this winter, and look forward to the model kit of the G40 Gundam if you're into that. This is pretty cool. There were some studies done by this entertainment research company, and they released the status for earnings of anime music concerts as well as voice actor events. Evidently in 2018, these events earned something like 20 billion yen, which is a lot of money, 185 million to be approximate with it. And evidently this is a 10% growth over 2017, which goes to show you that the market is there, it is profitable, and it is growing. Forgot to take off my hat. Now, of 1,784 events, there were 2.65 million tickets sold. And funny enough, these anime concerts and voice actor events only make up about 5% of all of these events and concerts held in Japan in the year. So that small amount made that immense amount of money, which is wild. Maybe you should bring more Japanese concerts to the United States. Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, or Danmachi, is getting a season 3, and even an OVA. Evidently, it's going to be coming out in January, the OVA that is. If you're running the anime, that's going to premiere in the summer of 2020. So you'll have plenty more fan service on the way to you. Hestia is garbage waifu. Oh, and interestingly, the Little Town Story game is actually getting previews in trailers now. There's 2 videos that have been released recently showing gameplay and a little bit more of what we can expect. The style is a little bit different, and it's interesting though because it's Game Freak. I talked about this recently, and it seems like the game's coming out pretty quickly. It's actually going to be coming out exclusively on the eShop in October, so if you're interested, October 16th you can buy the game for $24.99. That's pretty cheap, so it's not going to be a huge game, but it's nice to see them doing something new at Game Freak. Additionally, Toby Fox from Undertale is going to be working on some of the music for this game, so that's interesting too to see him collaborating with Japanese game developers to make game music. That's awesome. So November 17th, we will be getting the Pocket Monsters anime. I talked about this recently too. Pocket Monsters is going to be the newest season of Pokemon anime, and it would seem that it's just going to be another season of Pokemon. But this time, it seems they're going to be using a dual protagonist setup. We're going to have our typical Ash, or Satoshi in Japanese, in addition to a character named Go, who is actually a character from Pokemon Sword and Shield, so there's a tie-in with the games there. Similarly to Ash, he is 10 years old, and he actually wants to catch all of the Pokemon. Quite a lofty dream, but additionally he is another 10-year-old boy, and him and Ash, I'm assuming they're just going to trade stories. Some days you're going to be following one, some days you'll follow the other, maybe you'll follow both at the same time, who knows, but it would seem that they're not going to just be focusing on the Galar region that's going to be in Sword and Shield. So don't worry, they actually previously stated that it's going to span all the regions of Pokemon. So from Kanto to Johto to Alola, which would be weird since they're just ending Sun and Moon, they're going to be covering everything. The trailer doesn't offer much but some stills and a bit of narration, but we do get to hear Mew sort of chuckle at the end, which is cute, I guess. Mew's coming into the anime? What the heck? Oh yes, there is a new trailer for a character from Guilty Gear being revealed. The new character, of course, is Mei, and she's a classic character from Guilty Gear who I love. I'm an old school Guilty Gear fan. I used to play it on my Game Boy Advance, funny enough, when they ported it over to GBA, but I love that game, and this trailer is super cool. The style is so nice, and I'm so excited to see a new game coming out. Additionally, that song is amazing, so you're just gonna listen, and I'm gonna sing along.
That is bullshit blazing, still my heart is blazing. If the word kill me, I don't need a new word under you. Soon you will know, we already know the smell of the game.
Oh yeah. The crazy part is at the end they actually reveal Axel Lowe to be the next character they're going to reveal at C Major Singapore, which is going to be on October 12th and 13th, so you can expect a trailer then, which will further flesh out that character. We're getting slow bits here and there, but the game should be coming out in 2020 so far as we know, and God, I'm hyped. Just give me the damn song. I just want the song. I don't want to talk about this long because I've talked about it a million times, but Weathering With You has made 13 billion yen. They sold over 9.8 million tickets in 67 days, and I'm sure the movie's not done making money. It's just monumental to see this much money coming through an anime movie premiere. I really can't wait to see this. I hope it lives up to the hype because man, that is truly astounding how much money that's made. So good on you, Makoto Shinkai. This one's a little weird. You know the company Toshiba, they make a lot of tech stuff, and it would seem that they're going to be releasing a manga of sorts, but they're going to make it by using an AI that has adaptive learning. They're going to have it study this one mangaka's manga, and with that memory, it's then going to create a manga. Osamu Tezuka's manga is going to be used for the studies, and it would seem that this is part of some strange event that Toshiba is trying to throw. Sekai Shinkyoku, or The World's New Memories, is the name of the event, which essentially tries to say that the world can be enriched with the use of memory. And I guess it's just them trying to show that their tech can be used to make the world a better place, I guess. It's interesting, but ultimately a little bit strange because this mangaka is essentially helping them train a robot to put him out of a job, which I think is kind of screwy. You know, making manga is incredibly arduous. You have to be incredibly talented, skilled, and very, very tenacious. The perseverance it takes to day in, day out, sit there and just draw panel after panel after panel, it's crushing. So the fact that we're going to train a robot to do this, sure, it's great because it takes a lot of work off of people, but it also takes a lot of work off of people, and it takes some of the magic out of it to me. Still, I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, but evidently it's going to happen, so there's that. I'm not really big on all this AI stuff. It just freaks me out. It's way too big brother. And finally, I'm not going to say too much about it, but Attack on Titan and Snickers collaborated to make a weird commercial, and this is it right here, and I'm just gonna kind of sit here and let you watch it because it's something truly to take in. A bit of it is kind of questionably edited, but whatever, it is what it is, and I suppose it's entertaining. So after watching it, do you want a Snickers? I kind of always want a Snickers. Snickers are pretty good. And that's going to be everything. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry I didn't bring you too much. I want to keep these videos a little bit shorter because editing them is a mess and I have so much coming down the pipeline right now. I'm working on some other videos and I'm hoping to get them out to you guys soon, so please stay with me, bear with me, and if you did like this video, please make sure to leave it a like. That does help me out. And if you want to see more of my videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you can see when I'm releasing videos, because I'm constantly releasing videos. What story was the most interesting? Why don't you drop a comment below? Do you think that AI thing was creepy? Because I sure as heck do. I'm gonna go ahead and link another video right here, so even if you have seen it, please make sure to click it because it does help me out. I don't really know how to end the video, so I'm just gonna end it the best way I know.
That is bullshit blazing, still my heart is blazing. If the word kill me, I don't need